All I can say is, when Bob and I early on talked about my possible candidacy, and we knew Tom was going to run, and then of course we knew Gloria was going to run, the captain of our team, as I call her. Once he mentioned that Rick was going to run, then my mind was made up. And we're working hard, but we're really enjoying running this campaign. We're working hard. All of our shoulders are to the wheel, and when we get elected, we're going to be a good team for Cumberland County.
Well, I must add to the fact that I'm very proud to run with the men that I am. They all bring something to the table. Each of them is a professional in their own right. And with Tom and Bob, they just keep us straight, keep us on time, and keep us on focus. But I must say, traveling through the county, I am pleasantly surprised that everyone realizes what we stand for. They know us already, and they just add many comments, complimentary comments of what we're doing. They agree with our strategy and the way we present ourselves. For people to question, every time we meet somebody, we always say, do you have any questions that we might answer? And they said, no, you have said it all, and we are very grateful to be able to help you. And I just hope that we have a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner, because this is indeed a family. Each and every one of us will take care of each other. And this is what is not always present in political parties. But we do not single shot. When we say, would you vote for our team, we mean our team. I am the mother of this group, and these are all my children. And no mother leaves their children behind. And I am going to work very hard to be re-elected, but I want to take all my children with me, and I want to make Carly and Bob very proud of what they've done for us. And our advertising team right there. Thank you very much.
There is one additional thing I wanted to comment on. As the attorney for the City of Vineland for 12 years, I was intricate in government in terms of how it worked. When I started getting into the issues involving Cumberland County, I really became outraged in terms of how the county has been run. And the problem is, you have one party up there, 7 Democrats. And I don't believe our founding fathers believed that this country should be run by one party. And it's just an outrage, the way that the government has been run, the way our money has been spent, and the government has been mismanaged for the last 7 or 30 years, quite frankly. We need to put some other points of view on the board. We don't say that we know all of the answers. All we can tell you is that we will certainly look into all of the issues instead of unanimously voting for every issue that comes before the freeholder board. We're willing to ask the questions, we're willing to do the research. And from that point of view, I have to say that as I started getting into this race, it became more and more apparent that you have to say no to 7-0. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. We're open for questions.
It seems with each year, with each election that comes in each year, there's more and more technology that gets involved. We know that Christie announced his lieutenant governor choice on Twitter, and Jeff, you mentioned that there is that the candidates would be communicating via Facebook and Twitter. Has the Twitter page already been set up? Are they already tweeting? To what extent? Because that's kind of like a regularly updated kind of a thing. Are each of the candidates going to be responsible for tweeting? Has everybody been instructed on how to do that? I don't even know how to do that.
Well, the infrastructure is in place. As to whether the candidates feel comfortable with that, we're still working on it.
Yeah, the idea, as you're mentioning, Mike, the idea is that the technology is updated, it's available, and is interactive. The candidates, the answer to your question is the candidates will be interactive with Twitter, Facebook, and even the emails to be able to manage that their way through. When I tell you that we saved launching that and getting that started to this press conference, we have done that. The candidates are prepared to use it. It is up. We have interacted with it, and we're building those Facebook. We started yesterday with 1 or 2 friends. Today, I believe on one there's 186 friends. So it's moving and climbing. So the contact list that we have, the messages have been put out for friend requests for Facebook and Twitter. So that will be building and will be interactive and will be current.
Gloria, you mentioned traveling around. This is open to anyone traveling around the county. What have been some of the topics or concerns that residents have been bringing up mostly?
Well, I know for one, they've constantly complained about the taxes. The taxes is a big issue here, and especially because of the condition of our county. We are, the highest in the wrong numbers, but as far as taxes, that's overwhelming. We've talked to a lot of senior citizens who are very concerned whether they will be able to keep their homes or even having a less expensive home, whether they even care to pay the taxes that this county is demanding along with the municipalities. And fortunately, like for Mr. Shepherd, he has kept his taxes really down. But see, he has the wherewithal to do it. He has been there for many years, and the people are just re-electing him because he takes care of their dollar. And that's what government is about, watching people's dollars. And I think they're very concerned about all of these people being arrested for corruption. And they said this has got to stop. They are our public officials. And I feel that we have got to start from the top, and we've got to get someone in there that will chastise these people in a proper fashion. I think they have to lose their pensions, and they have to know that they're going to lose a pension if they have used the system to accumulate pension and then decide that they're going to do something foolish and then go away and have their pension to make them feel better while they're in jail to give it to their families. This has got to stop. And corruption and high taxes have been very prevalent in what we have done.
When you get to the tax portion of it, as a committeeman for 19 years, they pay their taxes at the local level. They come to our tax collector and do it. So she gets the brunt of all the complaints. Even though we've held the line on our taxes, the county has gone up, doubled in 7 years. It's a local level, and I feel bad for all the tax collectors around the cities and the municipalities have tried to do it, try to hold the line, and the county just has not. That's a poor thing, and we talk to people. That's number one on their list. Corruption, like Lori said, it is important as well. And I think Rick has some comments about the prison system that we were in Bridgeton the other day. We talked about.
Yeah, many places that we went, their concerns were the fact that we have an uprising in gang population in this county. And I think there's a direct correlation to the rise in the gang population to the fact that when prisoners are transferred to one of the Cumberland County prisons from throughout this state, they're not sent back to the county that sent them here. They're released, quite frankly, released into Vineland, Bridgeton, Millville, the outlying counties, and they stay here. And that's a problem because it causes as I said before, I think there's a direct correlation to the gang population. It's just a complete strain on our social services programs, and we have the highest teenage pregnancy in the state, in Cumberland County. I believe a lot of the problems, the social problems that we're facing in this county, have a direct correlation, if not an indirect one, to the prison population being released in this state. We have some answers, we have some suggestions, but again, you'll see all of them on our website. And when you do visit our website, you'll be able to see the answers that we have and the suggestions that we do have.
When speaking back, Mike, with your issues of interacting with the site, I wanted to go back and tell you also what will happen is when, we didn't cover this in the press section, when there's a press posting, you will be Twittered, Facebooked, and emailed that it's out there, and drive you to go to that site to get that information. It is the idea is to get away from just the traditional email. There's going to be a press conference. So if you will, this is really an electronic press package that you're going to find.